Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for today's preview show on the 1901-2025 Boston Red Sox historical tournament. I got this idea, obviously, from watching Mike Silver's baseball bash, where he took every team in the history of baseball and decided to play a NCAA basketball type tournament with that particular group of teams, all of them, and this humongous size project continues. You can follow it on Jamie's journal. He has it on his Facebook page and his follows it with write-ups on the project continually. It's an extremely ambitious project, one which you have to admire him for undertaking due to the fact that there are so many games involved. Anyway, if you follow my channel for coming up to 3 years now, where I replay Boston Red Sox close losses and try to change history and have the Red Sox come out on top instead of being the lovable losers they were. Hey, Beatles, thank you for checking in. Good morning. Looking forward to our show tonight. Anyway, I decided to copy his tournament and do the Boston Red Sox historical tournament with 125 of Boston's teams since they started in 1901. Now, I am not a tournament expert and have no idea how to put these brackets together, so Mike Silver did help me, and we took his rankings of the Red Sox teams, one through 125, and put a list together. And something about brackets that I've subsequently learned, there has to be a certain number of teams playing for it to come out even and for have it to work right. And that number happens to be 128. Even though we had 125, what we decided to do was give the top 4 Red Sox teams a bye and begin the tournament with the others. We also had to eliminate one other team, so we're going to have a play-in game. The 1926 Red Sox will be playing the 1932 Red Sox, the 2 worst teams in history of the franchise, and they will be playing a game, and I'm going to do it today using OOTP26. I'm going to show you how I'm going to run the tournament using that game as an example. They will be seated number 124, and in fact, they will enter the tournament. So you'll get a chance to see how we'll be doing the tournament today. Let me open up this page, which will show you the tournament that Mike Silver has put together for me. He has put it in 4 different regions, 2 different brackets, things that totally confuse me, but good thing Mike's a friend of mine. He'll do this for me. We'll play out these 4 regions in 2 different brackets, and then we'll end up with a Sweet 16 group of teams, and I should be able to handle that bracket. When it's down to 16 teams, I should be able to handle that bracket pretty easily. Anyway, it's a 64 team in bracket number 1. There's regions A, B, C, and D, as you can see here. In Region A, 1912 Red Sox, which is the number 1 seed in the tournament, get a bye. And then it shows you the different teams that will be playing. In Region A, Region B, there's Region C. Region C, the 1946 Red Sox, number 2 seed, gets a bye. As we move down into the bracket, 1915 Red Sox, the 3 seed, in Region E, as Mike has so named them, will get the bye. There's the rounds and teams that will be playing. Round Region F, Region G, the 2018 Red Sox, a modern team, 4th best team in the history of the Red Sox. They will get a bye. And as you see in Region 8, the final region, the winner of today's series, 1926 and 1932 Red Sox, will in fact be slotted there. Anyway, just wanted to show you what the regions were and what you're going to be seeing from April to October on my channel. A couple of times a week, maybe up to 3 times a week. There you go. Let me shut this down and let me load OOTP 26, and we'll play the play-in game. If you have any questions, you can mark them down in the chat. I'll try to answer them. I'll be, to the best of my ability, I'll be doing this project. If I need any help, I'm sure Mike will help me figure things out. And at the end, October, we will crown the best Red Sox team ever. Okay, let's play a new game. We're going to use historical exhibitions. They're going to be 7-game series. 2 teams in each series. The first team we're playing, the away team, is going to be, I believe, the 1926 Red Sox were the worst team. Let's find out. 46 wins. Well, I may have to switch this. I can't remember how few games they actually won in 26 and 32, but we're about to find out. 1932 Red Sox, 43 games. No, going to be the other way around. So we're going 1932 and 1926. The 1926 Red Sox and the 1932 Red Sox were really bad teams. In this particular OOTP program, they tell you all about the 32 recap and the 26 recap, none of which you will read about the Boston Red Sox. So, in order for me to get the most concise information about these teams, I consulted the Red Sox Century book, 100 Years of Red Sox Baseball. And let me read to you the short paragraphs they have about these 2 teams. The 1926 season brought Quinn, who purchased the team, no deliverance from his slow torture. The club briefly battled the Browns for last place before sinking to new lows and rapidly outdistancing the competition. The highlight of the year was the day that Fenway Park nearly burned to the ground. During a game on May 7th, several small fires broke out in the papers and refuse strewn beneath the wood-frame bleachers that ran down the left field line from the grandstand to Lansdowne Street, represented in Fenway Park today by sections 29 to 33. Alert fans extinguished each blaze before any damage was done, but the club didn't clear the area of trash, and it may have sparked an idea. The next evening, the night watchman smelled smoke and spotted another fire beneath the bleachers. He called the fire department, then fought the blaze by fire extinguisher with the help of manager Lee Fole and a handful of park employees. Their efforts failed to contain the flames. A brisk wind fed the blaze, and soon embers were flying onto the roof of the grandstand and into the open dump that ran down both sides of Jersey Street, now Yawkey Way, all the way to Boylston Street. Anyway, that was the highlight of 1926. The place burnt down. Anyway, we go to 1932, and I'm going to ask Beatles to tell me all about the flip teams option. Oh, that's right. I could have flipped the teams. you're correct. Anyway, make a long story short, 1932, as the clubs needed it, the 1930 season started off with a bad omen. Hard-drinking pitcher Ed Morris, who'd won 19 games in 1928 before hurting his arm in a fight with two Detroit cops, attended a going-away fish fry just before spring training. He got in another fight, was stabbed, jumped into the Perdido River and swam from Florida to Alabama to escape his attacker. He survived the initial assault, but the murky river water caused an infection that killed him. And these are the stories that the Red Sox had to endure during these 20s and 30s. Boston had become a dumping ground for players who possessed only one or at the most two of the five necessary baseball tools: run, throw, hit with power and field. And over the course of the 1932 season, Quinn acquired several who fit that description. Anyway, make a long story short, that's the stories of the 1926 and 1932 Red Sox. I don't think I need to go into very much more detail. They were. That's one of the reasons I like the dead ball era. There's all sorts of those kinds of stories in the dead ball era that Beatles has introduced me to 3 years ago. Anyway, without any further ado, let's finish putting this series together, and I'll show you how I'm going to play each seven. I'm not going to play all 7 games, obviously. I'll show you how I do. I'm going to do it. Series length, 7 games, 2, 3, and 2. No DH, obviously. And there's the famous flip teams. We are going to, if the teams are in the era, we have no trouble error in strategy. If they are separated by more than 50 seasons, we are going to use 1975 right here. Baseball boom era. That is apparently the best one to use when you do that type of sim. Rosters, we're going to use the end of season rosters, 25 players, and injuries are going to be disabled. The players, we don't want any random injuries to affect how we're going to play. I apologize to Beatles, who's on here. I am using the cartoon pictures, not the real pictures, just for the ease of having not to have to fix things as we go along. Everything's set up. Here are the rosters for 1932. Okay. Rosters for 1926. I think we're in good shape. All right, let's play ball. Game 1 is going to be in Boston, as is all the games. Yeah, Beatles with the photos. I would get most of the photos right, but there wouldn't. We would have some fake photos in, the ones they make. And I was having it was a pain in the ass for me changing them, so I just use them all. Okay, we're going to simulate all the games down to the deciding game, and then we're going to play. So let's simulate game 1. Red Ruffing on the mound for the 26 Red Sox, facing Gordon Rose for the 32 Red Sox. The 32 Red Sox defeat Boston's 26 team 3-2. Quick take at the box score. There it is. 1 game in, and the World Series is already looking exhausting. The Boston Red Sox and the 32 Red Sox against the 26 Red Sox needed 11 innings to settle game 1, with the Red Sox finally, with the 26, 32 Red Sox. I'm going to get confused, so we're going to have to find nicknames for these teams. The 32 Red Sox, they won the game 3-2 at Fenway Park. Excelling in the win was the 32 pitcher, Gordon Rose, who threw 7 innings, a 3-hit ball. I'm going to have trouble reading this because it's going to be Red Sox anywhere. Bonnie Tate had a direct impact on the outcome. Tate contributed a run-scoring sacrifice fly in the bottom 11th to put the Red Sox up 3-2. Okay, there you go. We get back to the game. Whoops. I don't know why that did that, but we'll figure it out. Okay, 3-2. Yet finished today. We simulate game 2. 32 Red Sox win the first game, and the 26 Red Sox defeat them in the second. We're tied at 1. Harris the winner, Andrews the loser. Let's go to game 3. You're right, the Red Sox will win. I predict this too. It's a day off. We have to finish today one more time. Game 3. 32 Red Sox take a 2-1 lead. They win 6-0. Durham over Wiltsey. Let's go to the next game. Game 4. 26 Red Sox defeat the 32 Red Sox. We finish that day and we go to the next. So I don't get confused. Series is tied at 2. Let's see who's going to get an advantage. The 32 Red Sox now lead the series 3-2 as they defeat the 26 Red Sox 6-5 in game number 5. And guess what we're going to do now? We're going to have a day off, and then we're going to play game 6. Here we go. 32 Red Sox on the road, so to speak, against the 26 Red Sox. 32 Red Sox lineup. Johnson and Wright batting first. Watwood in center field. I don't know hardly any of these players. Alexander at first place, hitting third. Jolly in left field, hitting cleanup. McManus at second base. 5th, Tate, the catcher. 6th, Ryan, the third baseman. 7th, Wastler at shortstop, batting 8th, and Andrews pitching, batting 9th. If Beatles knows is Beatles still with us, and if he knows any of these players, please feel free to come in and tell me what's going on. Rosenthal, Flagstaff, and Baby Doll Jacobson, the first player I know in the outfield. Haney, Rigney, Reagan, Tott at first base in the infield. Bishkoff catching. Harris pitching. Johnson comes in. Here we go. We're underway at Fenway Park. There's a strikeout. Watwood stepping in the playoffs. He's batting a 150. Ground ball into the outfield. Center for a base hit. Dale Alexander, 462 in the series. Harris delivers. There goes the runner. He's out. 2 away. Alexander still up. High pop-up in the infield. And we're underway here at the Boston Red Sox historical tournament, the end of 1/2 an inning. It's the Red Sox nothing and the Red Sox coming to bat. I'm going to find a different way to do this. 1926. Lineup has Haney leading off at third base, Rigney at short, batting second. Flagstead in center field, third. Rosenthal left, fourth. Baby Doll Jacobson in right, batting fifth. Todd at first base, sixth. Reagan at second, seventh. Bishkoff catching, hitting eighth, and Harris pitching and hitting ninth. Haney stepping in, 263 on the series. And he walked to lead off the inning. Rigney, Bill Rigney, 222 for the series. The pitch. Fly to left. He's got it. Ira Flagstead, 250 hitter, facing Ivy Andrews. There goes the runner. He's going to be safe. Runner on second. Fly ball to right. And the inning is over. Oh, the inning's not over. There's only 2 outs. I've lost my place already with all these players I'm trying to figure out. Andrews facing Rosenthal. Runner still on second. Base hit. This should score a run. Here comes the play at the plate. He's safe. And the Red Sox from 1926 take a 1-0 lead. Excuse me 1 second. Baby Doll Jacobson, the only player I ever heard of on this field, facing Iverson. On the ground to third, throws to second for the out. Now the inning's over. We head to the top of the second. 1932 at bat. They will send up Jolly, McManus, and Tate to face Slim Harris. One away. Harris facing Marty McManus. And there's going to be a base hit in the left field. Marty McManus on first base. Bernie Tate up. Tate hitting 400 in the play-in series here. Line drive in the right field. That's going to drop for a hit. Runner's going to hold at second. Runners on first and second for the 32 version of the Red Sox. Hal Ryan is up. Ryan, 278 hitter in the series. Ground ball to second. Short for one. Over to first. A double play. Inning is over. We head to the bottom of the second. The 26 Red Sox lead 1-0. They will send up Tot, Reagan, and Bishkoff. Tot, 118 hitter in the series. And that ball is out of here, a home run. The left field wall was put up when they built the stadium, and it took almost 20 years before a ball was hit over that ballpark. It took us one series and it's gone. Let's take a look at that one more time. Okay, 2-0 for the 26 Sox. They are the home team today, virtue of the fact that they had a better record. Here's the pitch. Base hit in the right center field. Reagan on first, Bischoff up. He's hitting .333. There goes the runner. And he's in there with a stolen base. Ball 4, first and second for the 2016. Andrews facing the pitcher, Slim Harris, who's 0 for 3 in the series. And right on cue, he bunts. Second and third for the 26 Red Sox, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second inning. They lead 2-0. Fred Haney coming to the plate. 263 on the series. Line drive right to the third baseman. They got him for the out. 2 away. Top of Rigney. Rigney, 2-11. Ball's on the ground to second. Throws to first. The inning's over. The 26 team scores another run. We head to the third, 2-0. Slim Harris facing Rabbit Washler. I love these names. Rabbit hitting .312 in the series. Slow roller to second. He's not going to do anything with it. It's base hit. Ivy Andrews, the pitcher, 0 for 2 in his only at bats. He bunts to third. They're going to throw to second to get the lead runner. Not successful, which a lot of these games in early on, you're going to see players that aren't that successful. Roy Johnson, 087, 2 hits, 23 at bats. Runner on first, he hits it to short, steps on the bag for one, goes to first, double play to end the inning. Beatles, I should put you on here as my color man. You know all this stuff. I know nothing, particularly about these teams. I don't think I've ever played with a 1920s or 30s Red Sox team in a replay. Okay, we head to the third. Oops, hit the wrong button. We head to the bottom of the third. The 2016 will send up Flagstaff, Rosenthal, and Jacobson. Booted by the shortstop, and he's not going to have a play. Rosenthal, the left fielder, hitting .300 in the series. Runner on first, nobody out. Center field, he's got it. 2 down. And Jacobson, 263, 0 for 1 in the game. To center field. 2 away. Phil Tott, 1 for 1. He put a ball over the left center field wall in the first inning. Line drive to left, base hit. Runner's going to hold at second. And Flagstaff, with the 2016 threatening again, will face Phil Regan, who is 150, hitting 158 in this area. Ground ball to third, steps on the bag to end the inning. We head to the top of the fourth, 2-0, 26. Well, they were great decades, Beatles, but not for the Red Sox. Okay, Slim Harris to face Watwood, Alexander, and Jolly. Watwood 1 for 1 today. Line drive in a right field base hit. 5th hit of the game for the 32 Red Sox. Dale Alexander, 429, having a good series. Steps to the plate. Ground ball to short, 2nd for 1, first double play. 2 away as Smead Jolly comes up, a 300 hitter. Fly ball deep in the right field, and it's out of here. A home run, the 2nd home run in the game. That ball traveled 424 feet, and it is now 2-1, 1926. Well, Beatles, why didn't the Red Sox take that trade? I've never heard that story about Lou Gehrig for Phil Tott. Anyway, let's watch that one more time. You see no bullpen in Fenway Park here. They didn't put the bullpens in until Ted Williams arrived in 1939, so he could have a easier right field home run park. Didn't make it that easier, but it did move it in a little bit. McManus up, 286 on the series. He takes ball 4. Bernie Tate, 429 hitter. He's the catcher for the 32 team. Here's the pitch. To second, over to first. The inning is over. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 1926 leading 2-1. Like I said, Beatles, greatly appreciate your help here. Talking about these players, make it much more interesting. When we get to some of the dead ball teams and then the Red Sox teams from 39 to 2025, I'll know the players. But the 20s and the 30s, I didn't know anything about these guys. Okay, Ivy Andrews pitching against Bischoff. 333 hitter. He's walked his first time up. He walked his second time up. Bischoff on first. The pitcher Harris up, should bunt if its AI's working properly. There it is. And it worked. It's a successful sacrifice. Why would Quinn turn that down? Quinn must have hated the Red Sox. Fred Haney up. Haney hitting 250 in the series with a home run. Pops it up into foul territory. Gets caught for the out. Topper Rigney 4 for 20, 0 for 2 in the game. He walks him. Runners on first and second. 2-1, 1926. Andrews to face Flagstaff, 0 for 2 in the game. The pitch. And there's a line drive right to second base to end the inning. We head to the top of the 5th, 2-1, 1926. Slim Harris, 4 innings pitched, 6 hits. He's allowed a run, struck out 1 and walked 1. Hal Rines stepping in for the 32 team. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Ground ball to second. Over to first. 1 away. Rabbit Watchler. 1 for 1. 353 on the series. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Ivy Andrews, the pitcher, steps in. The delivery. Swing and a miss. The inning's over. We head to the bottom of the 5th. We're halfway home here at Fenway Park in Boston. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for 1926. 1932, 1 run, 6 hits, and 1 error. This is the 6th game. If the 26 team wins, they are the winner of the play-in series and become the 124 seed in the Red Sox historical tournament. Totso Bit in the Sporting News and the official Lou Gehrig website confirmed the proposed trade. You bet that's crazy. That's the fact of the day. Rosenthal up to face Andrews. Andrews, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs. Struck out no one's, walked 4. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 on a check swing. Andrews now facing Baby Doll Jacobson. 250 on the series. Ground ball to third. 2 away. Andrews to face the subject of our discussion with Beatles, Phil Tott, who the owner of the Red Sox, Quinn, turned down in a trade for Lou Gehrig, and probably the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life in baseball. Here we go. Andrews delivers. Ground ball in the right field, base hit. Tott at first, Phil Regan up. Regan hitting 150 in this series, 1 hit today. Here's the pitch. Ground ball slowly rolled to shortstop. They're going to throw to first and get him by a step. We head to the 6th, 2-1, 1926 Red Sox. We'll be right back. Here we go, top of the 6th inning, strikeout. Watwood up as Johnson returns to the dugout after striking out. Watwood 2 for 2 in the game. Looks like it's going to be 3 for 3, base hit. Tying run on first. Harris gives up his 7th hit of the game. Dale Alexander's 0 for 2. The pitch. There goes the runner. He's going to be safe. Runner in scoring position is Watwood. Alexander could tie the game with a hit. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Looks the runner back. Goes to first. 1 away. 2 away. 2 outs. Runner still on second. Smead Jolly. 2 home runs in the playoffs, including 1 today. 333. Runner on second. Aaron Reed comes in. Hey, Aaron. Here we go. Harris gets the sign. He delivers. And he walks him. Oh, he got hit on an inside pitch. Ball grazed his uniform. Smead Jolly on first. Johnny Watwood on second. Marty McManus, 286 hitter, steps in to face Harris. The pitch. Line drive in the left field. It's a base hit. This may tie up the game. Here's a throw to the plate. He is safe, and we are tied at 2. Top of the sixth game of the play-in series between the 32 and the 26 Red Sox. This game is tied 2-away, runners on first and second. Bernie Tate 1 for 2 stepping in to face Harris. He walks him, bases loaded. This game just goes to show you 2 terrible teams can still play an exciting game of baseball. Ryan 0 for 2. Swing. That ball is out at first. Ryan is retired. But we head to the bottom of the 6th with this game tied at 2. 1926. Red Sox will send up hitters 8, 9, and the top of the order. John Biscoff today. No official at-bats. Here's the pitch. Line drive, left field. Ball's over his head. One hops the wall. He's going to be rounding second, headed for third. He's going to slide head first. He is safe. And a triple to left field in Fenway Park is an extremely rare occurrence. Klein pitching for the 1932 Red Sox. He just came in at the end of the last inning, obviously. He's only got a third of an inning. I didn't spot it. I apologize for that. Klein facing pinch hitter Wally Shaner. Shaner has got an RBI with no official at-bats in the series. Runner on third, nobody out. Infield in. Slow roller back to the mound. Throws to first. Runner has to hold. Bischoff returns to third. Fred Haney steps in. Haney 0 for 2 today. Runner still on third, 1 away. Here's the pitch. Fly ball deep into center field. Should be deep enough to score the run. Here comes the throw. No attempt. It is 3-2, 1926.
Good, Shannon.
Topper Rigney, 4 for 20. Facing Bob Klein, who's pitched 1 inning here. He delivers. Fly to left. The inning is over, but not before the 1926 team take a 3-2 lead. We head to the 7th. Fred Helmuck coming in. He's lost a game in the series, pitched 5 innings, 7 hits, allowed 6 earned runs. Chances are they're going to score off on the left-hander facing Washler, who's 1 for 2 today. Ground ball to second. 1 away. Urbane Pickering comes in as the pinch hitter for the pitcher. Lefty winds and fires. That ball's hit into center field, base hit. Roy Johnson. Johnson, the right fielder, is 0 for 3 today. 0-80, 2 hits and 25 at-bats in the series. Pickering on first. Roy Johnson in the batter's box facing the left-hander Hemmick. Swing and a miss. 2 down, runner remains at first. Watwood up, the lefty is 3 for 3 today. Throw to second. They get the runner attempting to steal. Inning is over. We head to the bottom of the seventh. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for 1926. 1932, 2 runs, 9 hits, and an error. Johnny Welsh coming in pitching for 1932. He's pitched 5 innings in the playoffs, only allowed an earned run. He will be facing hitters 3, 4, and 5. Flagstad, Rosenthal, and Jacobson. Flagstad hitless in the game. There's a fly ball to center field. 1 away. I notice it's nighttime here in the ballpark. No lights in Fenway Park in 1926, sorry. So don't know how they scheduled the night game, but we did. Rosenthal up. Rosenthal got a hit today facing Welsh delivers. To left field, and he's out. Well, Beatles, I'm not sure what team represents the Southeast. It's probably both of them would be the correct answer. Welch pitching to Baby Doll Jacobson. As I mentioned, Jacobson, the only player I've ever heard of on the field today. 0 for 3. Swing and a miss. Goes down on strikes. Excuse me. We head to the top of the 8th. 3-2, 1926. Running out of time for 1926. Watwood, Alexander, and Jolly to face Hemlick. He's got 1 inning in under his belt this game. 1 strikeout, no walks. He's facing Watwood, who's perfect on the day for 3 for 3. Ground ball to short. They got him. Dale Alexander also 0 for 3. The left-hander gets the sign and delivers, and he walks him. Tying run on first in the form of Dale Alexander. Smead Jolly, who's got a home run today, stepping to the plate. I'm going to have to look up some of these players once we hit the regular tournament. Be interesting to learn about these guys, I would think. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Tying run on first. Fly ball deep into right field. That ball's out of here. That is a home run. It just cleared the wall. And the 1932 Red Sox grab a 4-3 lead. They don't want to give up so easily. Let's see that home run again. There it is. (4-3), 1932. If they win today, they tie the series and we play a deciding 7th game. Here we go. Hemlick facing McManus. He struck him out on a called strike 3. Benny Tate, he's got a hit today. Let's see what he does. Lefty delivers. Fly to left. Inning is over. We head to the bottom of the 8th, but not before the 32 team takes a 4-3 lead. If the 32 team wins this game, I'm still going to end the broadcast. And we will pick up with a broadcast later in the week with the 7th and deciding game. If the 26 team wins, we will know who the 124th seed is for the tournament. And we will also end the broadcast, and we will continue the beginning of April with the beginning of the tournament in the first round. Okay, bottom of the 8th. Phil Tott, the Lou Gehrig of the Red Sox in 1926, apparently. 3 for 3 today with a home run, facing Johnny Welsh. Swing and a miss. 1 down. Jack Tobin, a pinch hitter. He's 1 for 4 in the series. Here's the delivery. On the ground, the second. 2 quick outs for the 32 Red Sox. And the catcher, Bischoff, stepping in. 1 for 1 today. 368 on the series. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Inning is over. We head to the 9th. 4-3, 1932. Beatles, I'm looking forward to our broadcast tonight. I will send you a link about 5 minutes to 10. And then we will do our podcast, the Diamonds and Dice podcast tonight. The subject is my top 3 favorite baseball sims and Beatles' top 3 favorite. We'll tell you why. As baseball season begins, OOTP 27 is released next week, I think. New pitcher for the 1926 Red Sox, Ted Wingfield. Wingfield, 5 2/3 innings, 8 hits allowed, 2 earned runs. He will be facing the hitters 7, 8, 9, Ryan, Ressler, and Welsh. I'm sure a pinch hitter will be coming in. Let's go. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. He beats it out. Base hit. 32 Red Sox have the leadoff runner on here in the 9th. Wingfield going to deliver to Washler. Washler 1 for 3 today. There's the bunt. It's in the air, and the pitcher's got it for the out. Wingfield facing Johnny Welsh. They're letting the pitcher hit. I'm sure that happened a lot in the 30s. He's going to bunt. Gets it down, but they get the lead runner. Two away, runner still on first. Roy Johnson. I guess that's what bad teams do. They don't execute. Johnson delivers. Ground ball to second. He boots it, and the error allows the runner to reach first. Runners on first and second, top of the 9th. 32 leads 26, 4-3. Wingfield facing Watwood, who's 3 for 4 today. This could be dangerous. High pop-up. Shortstop's got it. Inning is over. We head to the bottom of the 9th. The 1926 team. Last chance to tie the game or to win the series. And if the score holds, the 32 Red Sox have forced a 7th game in this play-in series. Welsh facing second baseman Herrera. Who obviously came in a double switch earlier in the game that I didn't notice. Takes a strike 3 called on the outside part of the plate. Fred Haney, the third baseman, 0 for 2 today. Welsh trying to finish the game. Fly ball to center field. 2 quick outs. 32 team, 1 out away from forcing game 7. Topper Rigney, 0 for 3 in the game. Welsh's delivery. Fly ball to right. It looks like we're going to the 7th game, and we are, as the 32 Red Sox. Oh, excuse me, I'm wrong. I had it backwards. The 32 Red Sox were the winners. Well, I guess I need some practice. There it is. The 32 Red Sox, it's over. I thought the 26 Red Sox had a lead. I was wrong. My mistake. Well, that's why we have practice games, and that's what this is, a practice game. The 32 Red Sox move on to be the 124th seed in my Red Sox historical tournament. It's over. 1932 defeats 1926. It was a hard-fought battle for both teams to make it this far, but as the saying goes, to the victors go the spoils. For the victorious 1932 team, that meant Exhibition League World Series trophy. Well, no, what it means is it becomes the 124th seed in my tournament. The 1932 team took a 4-3 victory over the 1926 team at Fenway Park. We've got grit, said the Red Sox left fielder Smead Jolly, who was named the MVP of the series. We know how to win, which they didn't in real life, when we have to, but they had to win that. Okay, well, there you go. We're leaving the game. I will print out the results of this series when, in fact, I'll do that offline and put a little book together and put it online on my Facebook page as we can follow this series. Once again, during the whole game, I thought the 26 Red Sox had a lead, but they didn't. The 32 Red Sox did. So anyway, to make a long story short, the 1932 Red Sox go on to enter this tournament. I want to thank Aaron Reed and Beatles Eternally for chipping in and adding to our presentation. Beginning in April, first day of April, most likely, I will start this tournament on my YouTube page. We will then broadcast each series just like this. We'll broadcast the deciding games of the series. There'll all be 7-game series. Excuse me. And we will also post the results on my Facebook page for anybody interested in following. This is Sunday, March 1st. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and we look forward to catching you on a 2003 replay on Wednesday when we continue that series. And tonight on my YouTube channel, the Diamonds and Dice podcast with Beatles Eternally and myself discussing our 3 favorite baseball sims. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and we will catch you all this evening.